Hello, hey, hey, hey. Hello, hey, hey, hey. Children, welcome to the Speak the Truth in Love channel with Miss Veronica Mirembe Benedictio. And this is an etiquette program that I believe can help children out there between the ages of 3 to 6 years. And it is my prayer that a child will have something to learn. So children, I have named this audio Handsome Boys and Beautiful Girls. So today we are going to learn about who are handsome boys and who are beautiful girls. Beautiful girls are not girls who are only physically beautiful, but they are girls who respect their parents. They are girls who like doing housework. They are girls who listen to elders. They are girls who do not abuse their mummies at home. They are children who listen, who are handsome boys. Handsome boys are boys who respect their parents. Handsome boys are boys who love doing housework. So we are going to share something in this audio I have chosen to name Beautiful and Handsome Children. Yes, so one, we have to know, children, it is very important to touch your mouth when you are coughing. Whenever you are coughing, it is something very essential for you to touch your mouth so that you do not spread diseases to others. Remember, mommy and daddy have to go and work. They have to look for money to buy you soda, to buy you gorillas. So it is something very important as a child to know that whenever you have a cold or you have cough, you have to touch your mouth when you are coughing so that you do not spread diseases. Secondly, children, it is something very important after using the toilet or the washroom to wash your hands with soap, because whenever you go to the bathroom or whenever you go for a long call, at times your hands touch germs that may bring you diseases. You may get infections, you may get diarrhea. So it's very important after visiting the toilet, you make sure you wash your hands. Then beautiful and handsome children are children who do not own their parents' phones. You know, we live in a generation where young children are very entitled to their parents' phones. As children, we cry for our parents' phones. We do not ask them for permission before using their phones because we know they are ours. So handsome and beautiful children respect their parents' phones, and they are not just entitled to them because this is my mommy, this is my daddy, I have to use their phone. Then beautiful and handsome children do not shout at their mummies. There are some children I know, they are very good at telling their mummies, "Mommy, I don't want. Mommy, I don't want to go to sleep. Mommy, I don't want this." Mommy tells you to do something and you openly tell her how you do not want. Those are not handsome and beautiful children. Beautiful children listen to elders. Beautiful children have mastered the magic words. They know how to say, "I am sorry" when in wrong. They know how to say thank you when mommy or daddy does something for you. And they know how to say excuse me when you are at school and you're playing with your friends. And for example, you want to pass. It is very polite to tell your friend, "Excuse me," instead of just pushing them, because that shows that you are a respectful child. Yes, children, we are talking about beautiful and handsome boys. Beautiful children do not interrupt their parents while on their phones. Because we live in a generation, mommy or daddy may get a phone call and you are around and you are competing for attention, which is not good. Beautiful children and beautiful girls and handsome boys know that they respect big elders when they are speaking on the phone, because it is a sign that you give your parents time to also be on their phone, because they also give you time. Then we have to know beautiful and handsome boys. Beautiful girls and handsome boys are girls who listen to aunties at home. We live in a generation where young children spit saliva at their aunties at home. because you will report her to mommy. You begin falsely accusing her because mommy loves you a lot. Those are not handsome and beautiful children. Handsome and beautiful children respect their aunties. They respect their elders, because at the end of the day, whenever you learn how to respect people when you're a young child, beautiful children are humble. There's something called humility or being humble. It means you give respect to elders. You do not take yourself to be so high or to be a certain level and underlook others, because we have some children, they will not want to play with certain type of children because they know they are not of their class, but that is not being humble. Humble children know that they treat each one equally because they are not very exceptional from other children, because we are all equal before God. Then beautiful girls and handsome boys are boys and girls who do not cry for mommy. They do not cry for daddy. Mommy has to go to work. Then in the morning, you begin crying for them. Some of them do not want to go to school. They are crying in the morning. They are telling lies. Mommy, I have a headache. Mommy, I have a stomach ache. Mommy, my hand is paining me. But you do not want to go to school. And what brings this? It is because these children, they sleep late at night. Mommy and daddy tell you to go and sleep, but you want to watch TV. Then in the morning, you fail to wake up because you slept late, and then you begin being a problem. So what am I saying? Beautiful and handsome children, listen. When your parent tells you something, you have to listen. Because children, the Bible says, obey your mother and father that you may live long on earth. Whenever you disrespect your parents, you are going to bring a curse on yourself. And it is the reason I'm speaking to young children. We have to learn how to respect elders. Beautiful and handsome boys do not cry for their mummies. Mommy, carry me. Mommy, carry me. Mommy is from work. She has been doing a lot. And you want to carry you. Those are not handsome boys and beautiful girls. We are talking about beautiful girls and handsome boys. Beautiful girls and handsome boys know how to greet elders. A visitor comes at home, do not just remain on your phone, on your laptop, on the TV, and you're not giving them attention. Those are not handsome and beautiful boys and handsome children. Children who respect people at home, they know when a visitor comes, we come out and greet them, because it is part of being humble, But we live in a generation where visitors will come at home and children remain on their phones, they remain on their TV, they are watching cartoon. It is what I'm telling children out there. Beautiful and handsome children greet people. They greet people at home. When they come back from school, they greet their parents. In the morning, when they wake up, they greet people. They greet people in the community. They respect everyone. Because that shows that you are humble, because you know how to greet elders in society. Then the other thing I want to talk about, beautiful and handsome children brush their teeth. They do not tell lies. Most of the children begin telling lies. Mommy asks you, have you brushed your teeth? And you say you have brushed. Mommy asks you, have you bathed? And you say you have bathed. And yet you are lying. Children, beautiful children, and do not tell lies, because at the end of the day, when you tell lies, you are just bringing forces of darkness into your life, which are not good. Who are beautiful and handsome boys? They do not pass bad air in public. We live at a time where children pass bad air in public and they begin laughing. That is not nice. Beautiful and handsome children know when they want to pass bad air, they don't do it in public because they respect other people. Because we have some children I have seen in school, they will even come and do it on people's noses and they are laughing because they think they are making fun. Those are not beautiful and handsome boys. You know, beautiful children are children who respect they respect visitors at home. A visitor comes, you begin touching their bag, you are checking everything. Because you see someone has a phone, you begin touching their phone, you begin touching someone's laptop, but you hardly know you may spoil someone's laptop and your parent may have to buy it because you have spoiled it. That money, mommy or daddy may have used to buy you gorillas, to buy you soda. They may have to pay someone's phone because you touched it. You know, and it is why I'm speaking to beautiful and handsome children. They respect people's property. They do not just touch people's property. You know, then who are beautiful and handsome children? They are children who go to bed early. They do not stay late on TV. They are watching cartoons. They tell mommy, I don't want to go to sleep. You are crying because you are going to be a problem to mommy when you do not wake up early in the morning and you're disturbing her. You know, it is why I'm telling us, beautiful and handsome children, they know they go to bed early. You know, then beautiful and handsome children do not susu in the pale. They do not make susu in the pale. They do not make pupu in the pale because they know mommy will wash my nika. Just like I've said, when they go to the bathroom, when they go for a long call, they clean up, you know, and after using the toilet, they make sure they clean up the toilet. They do not expect their aunties at home to be the ones who clean their toilets. You know, no, let me speak to beautiful and handsome children. They do not shout at their aunties at home. These aunties who help us at home, you begin shouting at her, you begin spitting saliva at her, you begin telling mommy lies about her. That is not right. Beautiful and handsome children do not do that because they know they do not tell lies. Beautiful and handsome children, when they go to school, they love doing work. They like going to school. They do not cry for mommy, I don't want to go to school, and you're telling lies. Because whenever you start home, you will be a loser in life. Because whenever you don't want to go to school, you are only ruining your future. And it is why you have to know beautiful and handsome children love going to school. They do not cry in the morning. And they are getting all forms of things. I have a headache. My tooth is aching. They begin vomiting because they don't want to go to school. So beautiful and handsome children do not become a burden to their parents through crying for them that they do not want to go to school. Some children at school, they come back and home and tell mommy, teacher beat me. But at times you also know what you're doing is not right. No, children, let me tell you, no teacher comes from their home to beat a child for nothing. At times teacher is beating you because you are doing volongoto. You are doing volongoto, you are making noise in class, you're disturbing others, and when teacher punishes you, you begin telling her, I'm going to report you to mommy. No, children, do you know what I do for such children? I bring for you police. I bring your mother and father, we bring police and we discipline you. Because I don't think your parent also wants children who disrespect teachers. And it is the reason I'm telling children in this audio, beautiful and handsome children, do not report teachers at home because at times teacher is beating you because you do not want to do work. Teacher tells you to write, me I don't want. Teacher tells you you do not want. So teacher is doing it for your good. And it is the reason you have to know when you report a teacher and you do not know a problem, Miss Veronica will bring you police. We shall bring police, we bring your mother and father, and we first ask everyone what you did and we discipline you. Because at the end of the day, children become a problem. They are reporting how they are beating them, but they do not tell their parents what they do to teachers and why they are beaten. So let's go on. Beautiful and handsome children knock at doors before entering their parents' rooms. They do not just enter parents' rooms because they are their parents' rooms. They are respectful enough to knock at the doors before entering their parents' rooms. Beautiful and handsome children do not peep elders while bathing. Children, I think we know those things. You go and look down in that door. You are peeping at big people who are bathing. Those are not beautiful and handsome boys. They know how to respect people. Beautiful and handsome children do not walk while they are naked. You walk in the house while naked because you know you are young. That is not nice. You know, when you are somewhere, you make sure you cover up yourself, because beautiful and handsome children know that they respect themselves through not walking while naked. Beautiful and handsome children, they do not fight. They do not pinch. They do not spit saliva. You eat food and then you put the meat in mommy's plate because you know mommy loves you a lot. Those are not beautiful and handsome children. They know after using the toilet, they have gone for a long call, they flush. They don't wait for other people to clean for them, because for them, they know they have aunties at home. You know, we are talking about beautiful and handsome children. Who are beautiful and handsome children? They are children, let me emphasize this, who respect elders. You know, no, we live in a generation where children control their parents. Mommy will tell you, go and sleep. Mommy, I don't want. Are those beautiful children? No. Because at the end of the day, beautiful children listen, because they know whenever you respect your parents, you will get a blessing in life. Beautiful children and handsome children are children who love doing housework. They like helping their parents at home. They do not wake up to watch TV. They do not wake up to watch cartoons. They have not brushed their teeth. They have not bathed, but they wake up and they are watching TV because they know mommy pays a house help at home who is doing everything. Beautiful children know they also involve in housework at home. There is something you can do for mommy in this stage. You know, you can help mommy wash the dishes. You can help mommy. There is something you can do, sweep the house, because those are beautiful children. Beautiful and handsome children have mastered that cleanliness is godliness. You know, that whenever you are clean as a child, it is part of godliness. Whenever you do not only bathe because you are going to school. You do not only bathe because you are going to church, because you are going to the mosque, because you are going out of the house, you know. Because, we have children, when they're on holiday, they don't bathe. On Saturday at home, they don't bathe because they know they only bathe when they are going to school. And that is wrong. Beautiful and handsome children have mastered that cleanliness is godliness. Whenever you are clean, you also feel good about yourself. Whenever you brush your teeth, you are not brushing your teeth because of mommy or daddy, but it is you who will also have a good breath. You know, whenever you look after yourself, you know you are not doing it because you are going to school. You will not only wake up to bathe because you are going to school, but you also know that you have to look nice. You know, because you have known cleanliness is godliness. You know, beautiful children know how to wake up and lay their beds. Because, you know, whenever you do not lay your bed, cockroaches will come and they get into your bed. It is why they know they have to lay their beds. Beautiful and handsome children, they do not jeer at big people. No, we have children, they jeer at elders. And that is not nice. Those are not beautiful and handsome. Those are not beautiful and handsome children. You know, beautiful and handsome children do not steal. They do not tell lies. You find a child, they are stealing sugar. They are stealing. You come back home with things that are not yours. That is theft. You touch people's bags when no one is seeing you. You ask mommy for money and you know you are lying. No, those are not beautiful and handsome boys. They do not tell lies. You know they do not tell lies, because whenever you tell lies, you are a child of Satan. And it is the Bible that says it. I'm not the one telling you. It is the Bible that says that Satan is the author of lies. So whenever you tell lies, you are a child of the devil. You know, and it is why I'm telling children, beautiful and handsome children, do not tell lies. You know. We are continuing. Who are beautiful and handsome boys? Let us continue. Beautiful and handsome boys give their friends turns in class. You know, they do not want to everything. Teacher me. They know how to respect others and also give others turns in class, because they know they all came to school to learn. We have talked about beautiful and handsome boys. They know how to say sorry when in the wrong. You know, they do not take on offense. No, we have some children, they tell to say sorry and they will say, me, I don't say sorry. Those are not handsome and beautiful boys. You know, they do not speak bad words. Beautiful children do not speak bad words. You tell your daddy, shut up, I'm telling you. Beautiful children do not do that. Beautiful children respect elders. They do not take their parents for granted. No, children, there's something I tell you. You are there disturbing your mother. You are crying for them. The day they will die and they are not there, you know how it's hard to be alone, because all you know is how to disturb them. Good, beautiful, and handsome boys, I repeat this, they do not interrupt their parents as they're having conversation. They do not interrupt big people when they're on their phone. They do not cry for their mummies. I do not want to bathe. I'm repeating these things. They do not pass bad air in public. And then they begin laughing. Let me continue. Beautiful and handsome children. They do not susu in the pale. They do not poo-poo in the pale. They love doing housework. They like helping mommy and daddy at home. They greet elders. They do not disrespect their mummies by telling them I do not want. They know how to respect elders. Not only their mummies, but all elders. They wash, they help mommy in house chores. They know how to say sorry. They know how to say thank you. They know how to say excuse me. You don't tell mommy, I want sausage. No, you can tell her, mommy, may I please have a sausage? Mommy, may I please have some water? You do not tell your mommy, I want water. That is not being humble. We have said good children are humble. They do not fight. You find children are fighting at home. They are beating their brothers. They do not fight, because whenever you fight, you are only bringing chaos in your house. They do not tell lies. They do not tell lies. They have gone to play and they are telling lies. Mommy tells you to do housework and you're telling lies. But you are playing. Those are not beautiful and handsome boys. They're lying about stomach aches, tooth aches when you don't want to go to school. Beautiful and handsome children do not touch people's bags. They do not pick, they do not, we are continuing. Beautiful and handsome children, who are they? They do not watch bad things on the TV. Mommy gives you her phone, you're watching dirty things on TV. Beautiful and handsome children do not watch dirty things on the TV. At the end of the day, you have to know, you respect your parents' phone and what you are watching on your phone. Beautiful and handsome children do not chew food while they know how to chew food slowly. Some children are chewing and you're showing your food to everyone. Those are not beautiful and handsome children. They do not look at other people's plates. They have given you food and you're looking at other. That is called greed. They are content with what they have. Mommy packs for you gorillas and sausage, and then you are looking at your friend's container who has packed bananas, and you begin crying for their bananas. Those are not beautiful and handsome children. They know how to be happy with what their parents give them. You go to a shop with mommy and you begin crying for things. Mommy, I want this. I want biscuit. And mommy does not have money. And you are crying, you're becoming a problem. And your parent or mommy or daddy does not have money because you are not content with what you have. You are always crying. Beautiful and handsome boys do not ask for money. Every time, mommy, I want money, I want money. No. Because at the end of the day, when you're a young child and you're asking for money, you will grow up when you do not know how to be content. They do not ask for money all the time. Mommy, I want money. You have to be with us. You have to be satisfied with the little you have. There are some children, mommy gives them something to eat. Me, I do not want because they want something else. No, those are not beautiful and handsome boys. So so as I'm finalizing this audio, beautiful and handsome boys do not engage in bad touches. You begin undressing your friend at school, you are opening her dress. They do not do that. Beautiful and handsome, they do not steal people's things. Because no one is seeing you and you begin stealing people's things. Those are not handsome and beautiful children. So children, as I'm finalizing, let me encourage us. Beautiful children know how to touch their mouths while coughing. You are coughing, touch your mouth, because you are going to spread the diseases to other people. They do not speak bad words, that derogatory language, those things we see in those movies that have those F words. Beautiful children do not speak such words. Because whenever you speak such words, the kingdom you are representing is the kingdom of Satan. Even I won't talk about those F words you see in those cartoons and movies, but beautiful children do not speak such words. They do not tell lies. You learn from a young age, I do not tell lies. They do not eat soil. You're eating soil all the time because no one is seeing you. You're hiding yourself and you're eating soil. Beautiful. They do not cry for people at home. You cry and you begin being a problem to people. You are crying every time you are crying and you are a problem to others. Beautiful children, no, they do not cry unnecessarily. You're every time crying for your mommy. Mommy, I want this. You become a problem to mommy who has to do things. No, beautiful children, yes, they know how to do housework. They do not wake up and they're asking for food. You see mommy is doing things, but you would have helped her, maybe wash dishes, and she cooks your tea. And then you begin crying for her. Mommy, I'm hungry. Those are not, I've told you, they know how to do housework. They know how to be a blessing at home through helping mommy and daddy in housework. So children, I just pray and believe that we have learned something from this audio. And as I finish it, let me share, let us all join in this song. So be careful, little mouth, what you speak, pa, pa, pa. So be careful, little mouth, what you say, pa, pa, pa. For the Father up above is looking down in love. So be careful, little mouth, what you say, pa, pa, pa. So be careful, little eyes, what you see, pa, pa, pa. So be careful, little eyes, what you see, pa, pa, pa. For the Father up above is looking down in love. So be careful, little eyes, what you see, pa, pa, pa. So be careful, little mouth, what you say, pa, pa, pa. So be careful, little mouth, what you say, pa, pa, pa. For the Father up above is looking down in love. So be careful, little mouth, what you say. Are you using your mouth to preach the gospel, or you're using your mouth to abuse people? Are you using no, children, so be careful, little mouth, what you say. Because at the end of the day, we are praying that we shall continue becoming beautiful and handsome children. Thank you very much for listening to me, and God bless you. Miss Veronica Mirembe Benedictio.